What's going on, Paisano? Z here, coming at you guys, well, with another market watch today. You know, Ancient Guardians is going to be coming out soon, and I don't know, is it going to be good, is it going to be bad? Not a lot of people are really talking about what's going to happen with Ancient Guardians. The only thing we do know is, well, Collector's Rare Dynamite of the Prankatops, that'd be pretty nice. And a couple other Collector's Rare as well, but is it worth it? So comment question of the day. What is in Ancient Guardians that you're actually really excited for? Once again, for me personally, the only thing I can see right now is Collector's Rares Dynamite of the Prankatops. Once again, Konami, Collector's Rares, I think should have a majority of cards for collectors, even though you're not doing it. Just throwing it out there. Paisanos, if you want to new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and go ahead and follow me on Twitch, YGOPaisano. Links will be down below. Up next, guys, we have, well, Rhino Rabbit. This card had a Photon Shockwave Secret Rare. This is the original print, by the way, with a $7 market price. Well, let's clean up a couple of conditions, and the card actually for the Let You Play Unlimited is around 9. First edition is roughly around $30. In fact, it's $30, and then it goes roughly around 40 bucks for the card. Why am I pointing this card out? Well, because this card doesn't have many printings. It has a Advent Calendar 28 printing. That's the last printing as a super rare in the 2012 Collector's Tin, and then Rhino Rabbit. Here it is over here, and it's just a card nobody's really looking at right now. And that's why I like to point that. Cards that's not many in the market, nobody's really looking at them, but this card right here is definitely a really good card. I think a lot of you guys should at least consider picking it up if you don't have one already. Then we have Zombie Horde Structure Deck. Now, later on today, in this video, I'll talk about, well, the Shadow Structure Deck and how they're insanely expensive. But Shadows have nothing on the Zombie Horde Structure Deck. I mean, if you see it at your local Walmart, I definitely recommend picking it up. Okay, time to clean the filters out. The value of this is roughly around $54 for a $10 structure deck. Why? Well, because value. I mean, Necroroad Banshee is roughly around $12. Doom King Battle Rock, $8, almost near $9. Shiranui Solitaire, the common version, almost near $5. Glow Bloom, $4. I mean, it's just value in here. So that's basically why this is worth so much money. Now, I'll tell you right now, you might have this at your local Walmart. This might be at your local Target. This might be at your GameStop because nothing else is there anymore. It's like customers. Zombie Horde Structure Deck is definitely something I think a lot of people have seen. And if you see it again, make sure to pick it up because it's going to be more expensive as time goes on. And it's really weird to say that because in the past with Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Decks, we had some, then we don't care about them and we move forward and the value pretty much takes into oblivion. Not as of lately, especially because the whole situation we're in right now. But, you know, the people buying the market out, cleaning it out. You could say scalpers, you could say excited and or bored Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, you could blame stimmy checks, or maybe it's a little bit of everything. Structure decks, sealed product, it's all getting wiped off the market. Then we have, well, Phantom Rage, and specifically Tri-Brigade Shurag, the Ominous Omen. This card, when it first came out, was roughly around $6 to $8. The value of the card right now in the market price is $15. If you want to get yourself one right now with shipping, it is $15. Now, anyone looking to play Tri-Brigade more likely has 2 of these, but what we're seeing is a lot of decks come out, Tri-Brigade variants, that are running 3 of this card, due to the fact that the Tri-Brigade Trap card, in which you could attempt to bring a Shurag, the Ominous Omen, on your opponent's turn. Proccing their effect, by the way. Lightning Storm is a very interesting card. You see, we expected a reprint. Well, we didn't get one, but we expected one. It might come in the Mega Tins that got pushed back a month. Overall, it's inevitable that we will be getting this card. The question is, how badly do we need it right now? That's a really hard question. Looking at Lightning Storm Secret Rare at an Ignition Assault, the only printing, by the way, besides Starlight Rare, with a $115 market price, Unlimited right now is $113. First edition versions of the card are running roughly around $115. Now, that's crazy, obviously, and it's getting to the point where you almost cannot tell the difference of the crazy high price versus the Starlight Rare version, which has actually went down in value. Starlight Rare used to be a little over $650 roughly. We're seeing it roughly around $580 for the not so Starlight Rare version, Secret Rare of Lightning Storm. The thing about this card is, I think as the meta shifts and we're seeing more decks play more back row, more traps, more Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are just evolving. They used to play a lot of hand traps, now they're playing regular traps, because hand traps are not bad, but regular traps are easy to help break boards. It's a weird situation right now in the meta, and it might be shifting, we don't know yet. But if it does make that shift, do we see more back row decks? We might see players main cards like Lightning Storm. We might see players main cards like Evenly Match. We might just see players just activate one of these cards, and resolving them can actually just end the game. Another card, obviously, is going to be Twin Twisters Ultimate Rare at OTS 1 Pack 12. With a $71 market price, the value is still roughly around $70, but for how long? There's only 2 pages on TCG Player, and we do have a 6th wall if you want to count that. French, not bad. But overall, I really don't know. And that's the thing. I think that what we're seeing in the meta is people go and playing 15 hand traps. We saw at the beginning of this meta, until a point where YGO players are opting to throw some regular traps in because they are so insane. And because that might happen, obviously, and we talked about this in the previous Market Watch, where we saw Ice Dragon Prison's price just hit some absolutely high numbers. The question is, once again, when are the reprints coming? Well, going back to the beginning of this video, Ancient Guardians technically should have some reprints, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? Raiders Ring at a Phantom Rage. By the way, a card in which I don't really see, it doesn't really see much play, with a $6 market price is actually roughly around $6. And that's kind of weird if you think about it, because I feel like what we're seeing is a lot of sets just have ultra rares that don't really do anything, but because they're so hard to get, because nobody really went too crazy on them, go up in value. And Phantom Rage might be one of those sets in which the ultra rares might have crazy high value. I've already seen it with a couple of cards already, specifically the Tri-Brigade Fractal, that's having crazy money. You know, Mahime Lulu's having crazy money, but even other ultra rares that really aren't doing anything. That could be a real situation that we might be seeing, because we already kind of saw it already when we looked at Rise of the Duelist. Now, don't get me wrong, Rise of the Duelist was an insanely good set, but who is buying $10 artillery catapult turtles? Who's buying Gaia the Fierce Knight for $6? But a catapult turtle is roughly around $10. You have a Wind, the Wind Channeler, the ultra rare? No, it's an $8 ultra rare. Who's buying these cards? That's the thing. And to be honest with you, I really don't know. But egregious markers getting absorbed. We might see more plays into this game. We might see more people get excited about it, or we might just see bored players going, I don't have artillery catapult turtle, and I do have $30 burning a hole in my pocket. What can I do with this? How can I resolve this? And then just go ahead and buy this card, or Guide of Fierce Knight, or the Wind Channeler, Titan Clad at one point was roughly around $8. It's actually roughly around $14. You can say V, of course, Dogmatica, kinda. That crazy high-end jump, though? I don't know. We're also seeing Summer Limit coming out of Basil Legends Heroes Revenge with a roughly a $13 market price. Well, that version is roughly almost at $14 with shipping. For Basil Legends Heroes Revenge Summer Limit. That's crazy. Once again, we are in a weird situation in this game right now, in which, don't get me wrong, I think a lot of us YGO players are excited about new cards. I'm excited about Despia, hopefully you guys are as well, but we are in, and I always feel like Konami does give us a good amount of reprints, but it feels like it's almost never enough. The market kind of auto-adjusts, and that's because, like I said before, I think more players are entering this game. Now, you break it down and say, well, Magic Guiding might not be doing so well. I ain't gonna blame you on that one. You can say, Pokemon's not bad, but players want a bigger challenge. Hey, here it is right here. We can say whatever it is. Ultimately, we are seeing more hands into the pot, and that pot is a secondary market. It is what it is. Up next, we have Atlantis Secret out of Battle's Legends Revenge. This card used to be $4. I mean, the market watch saying I think you should go ahead and buy this card not too long ago, because it would go up in value, and here we are. Secret Artifact Lancia with a $9 market price being roughly around $9 for the card. Hey, that's not as bad as Book of Moon at the Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 13. This card holding a $97 market price. Well, watch this. So you got one over here for $84. Okay, that's pretty cool, $84. There's a Portuguese for $90. And then the card's $96. 96. That fast. In fact, to be honest with you, Infinite TCGFW. Alright. Besides, after theirs is sold, and you don't want to get Portuguese, as they are hard to resell, you're going to be paying roughly around $96. Well, by the way, after that one's gone, after that playset is done, they're roughly around $100 a copy for Book of Moon. Now, we always kind of knew this was going to happen. It's the same argument with, like, Scapegoats, how it's gold format cards. Not only is it gold format cards, it also can't see play on accommodate format cards. And Book of Moon is no different. Book of Moon's even bigger because it definitely has seen play at this past weekend's extravaganza. Well, extravaganza, Remote Invitational. I always forget the name. Anyway, Book of Moon did see play, and it was a big deal. And I think a lot of players are starting to look at this card a lot more seriously because this card can actually have an impact in our current meta, besides the fact that it still is being used in GOAT format. So, Shadows. Shadows are my favorite deck, obviously. And I think they're a favorite deck of a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. In fact, if you guys want to watch me play my Shadow Invoke deck, check me out Twitch TV. The links will be down below. I play almost every day, roughly, Shadows. Go ahead and hit that follow button. I think you guys will really enjoy watching my variant. I don't run Dogmatica, but that's a whole different situation. You want to ask me why? Go ahead and check me out on Twitch. But Shadows are rising in value. And like I said, I think the Zombie or Structure deck at like $54, that's insane. We do have the limited version of Shadow Structure deck. That's roughly around $30. And if you want the first version of the Shadow Structure deck, no big deal. We got one over here for about $27. All right, no big deal. The thing is, it's still rising in value. Shadow Schism, a card in which most players need only one. It's an ultra rare Rise of the Duelist, and the card's going to run you roughly around $42. Then, of course, if you needed to get other cards, it's going to start adding up. And if you can't get the Shadow Structure deck, you're going to have to go in and individually buy Wendy. Once again, Shadow Structure deck one time was $10. Wendy by itself is almost near $5 each. And you're going to need at least minimum 2 Wendy's. Now, the thing about Shadows, and one thing I think we saw this weekend that just blew my mind how cool it was Shadows' interaction with a card like Secret Vigilance Spellcasters. This card is a beast. OTS Tournament Pack 8 Secret Vigilance Spellcasters with a $3 market price right now. This is OTS Super Rare, roughly around $3. You might go, okay, V, I mean, they're easy to get, obviously. Click view all versions. You can get any version. Why are you specifically saying the Super Rare? Well, it's just a little bit harder to get as a set in general. And if it's harder to get for you, I want it times 3. Looking at this card in page 1, you see nothing but solo listings. Go over to page 2, mostly solo listings, a couple of 2s, nothing beyond that. Go to page 3. There's 1 3 listing here, with the card being roughly around $8, and that's the highest number. This might be getting clean off the market. We still have to see. We don't know what's going to really happen with this card, but it's definitely interesting as a tech card to be used in Shadows, and I think it's something really cool, and moving forward, I think a lot of players are going to be using this card as well. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have the subscribe button already. Hit the like, comment down below. This is much of a shorter video than I normally do. That's because I've been really busy with other things in my life going on right now. So hopefully you guys accept that. And like I said, hit the subscribe button if you do. Notification bell. Alright, Paisanos. I'm also tired as well. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.